Hey there, my friends. It's me, it's Ken, and we're doing some personal stuff once again. So, some of you might remember that a couple of years ago, I did what was called the decennial census. And I got a bag just like this one in front of me right now. And no, this is not the same bag. I did not keep the bag after the census was done. But we're doing a follow-up video because we are once again a part of the group that is working for the United States Census. We're a bunch of field people getting the information they need for their latest tabulation of stuff. And I'll talk about it in a couple more minutes. So this is another unboxing, unbagging video. And I have everything under the bag, but I'm going to take it one piece by another. So let's get right down to the nitty-gritty as I make this bag disappear. So with the decennial census, I had a phone, much like my regular mobile phone here. And it was a U.S. government branded phone. And you'd log in and you would do a particular app for the census, and that's all you used it for, and also to call the people you were supposed to be meeting if they had given you a phone number to come back. So, and that was all you did with it. You didn't search the internet, you didn't do any of your Facebook or anything like that. But with this new census work, you have a laptop. It's a Dell, it's kind of heavy, so we carry that around in said bag all day. And you go to the cases. So it's a little different from the last time where we were counting every single household. This one, we're only getting information about a particular place of residence. Okay, it's what they call the Housing and Vacancy Survey, which has been done every 3 years since 1965. So we're going to show you some of the other stuff that I carry around in a bag while I do this particular survey for the United States Census Bureau. I don't need to show you how the laptop works. I can't show you that stuff. That's kind of proprietary government-y stuff, and we don't want to get in trouble. So I could just show you the outside, and there it is. If people don't believe me who I am, I just say, look, the laptop says Census, and it's behind a big plastic. Okay? On to the next bunch of things. Let's go. Before I continue along, obviously your laptop comes with an AC cord. I have half of it plugged into my AC strip in the other room. I don't need to bring this along with me. I generally only have the power cord if I'm going to be in the regional office for some reason with meetings or training. But otherwise, I don't carry this around. It stays at home because I have a battery. This is a Dell power pack. It's fully charged. It should get me through the day if I need to plug the laptop in when we're on the cases. And here's the cable. Much like the Anchor battery that you've seen me talk about over the last couple of years, I use those Anchor batteries. And this is just a much bigger version of it. So, and that's good. It powers the laptop while I'm out in the field if I need to. If I run into problems. Generally, it's better to have the laptop ready to go when you're visiting a case. So I tend to power it up about a block before I get to a particular location. But when I'm traveling on the train and it's a long ride or a long walk, I have the laptop off just to conserve power. So there you have it. That's the tech side of the fence. And one more thing for the tech side of the fence with the Field Representative Census tools is this car charger. So if you're driving around, like some of my colleagues are doing, you're going to have the laptop plugged in to, the lighter and then into your laptop. That's pretty cool. And this is a USB-C, so you can also charge your phone with that, with the car too, if you forgot your battery or charging cable. So But that's only if you're driving around in the car. So I don't carry this in my bag with me because I'm strictly by foot. This is in a bag of things to return when the census is over. So there you go. It's also Dell. All right. So if you get to a location and there's nobody there, you can leave one of these nice little "Sorry we missed you" cards. So, they're not printed up with anything. You might want to print a couple of things on them. If you write neatly, "Sorry we missed you. I'm your field representative. Please call me on this number." And we're using our own mobile phones for this, so I set up a Google Voice number because I don't want my real personal mobile number out there with the whole world. So yeah, so this is a nice little artwork on the "Sorry we missed you" card. And we have an envelope for it too. It's a nice little envelope. And I would write address of this apartment. Cool stuff, right? On to the next. Hey, so when we get to the particular case that's on our list, we would make sure that we let them know we're following up on this particular letter. I'm not closing in on it or zooming it, but this is a letter announcing that we are coming around and doing this survey. So when you did the decennial census, you would have gotten a thing in the mail that said you must participate in this. This is not one of those mandatory surveys, but this is one that we really want you to do if you get the letter that says we're coming around, because all the data that's being compiled will help the census have a better understanding of everybody that's in the city, in the sample locations that we have. So, but you get to a door and they only speak Spanish. What do you do if you only speak English? Well, here's a cool thing. You show them our language card. Look at that. All these languages. There's 60 languages in all. I've had to use this a few times, mostly with not Spanish, because I could tell if somebody only speaks Spanish, but sometimes Polish I don't know the exact sound of, and Greek sometimes I would show, Russian, Arabic, we got Yiddish in there, Tagalog, Punjabi. It's really cool to be able to show somebody this list and say, please point to the one you have that you speak fluently, and then when you are doing your updates in that laptop that I just showed you, you would mark it that this case needs to be visited by someone who speaks Spanish or Haitian Creole or Mandarin or Cantonese or Korean, Polish, Yoruba, Urdu, Hindi, or Serbian. That's the whole front list. So good tools to help you out going along the way. But let's say you do get involved with it. If the person really didn't know what was going on, you want to give them this book. This was our little pamphlet that tells you about your participation matters and tells you all about what this survey that we're doing is. It's really cool, very detailed and very thorough. And what I also like that's in my bag is if you have a bunch of the kids running around and, kids being kids, they want your attention, they want to do this, you can give them one of our handy dandy coloring books. Look at this. Isn't this nice? I like giveaways, and this is a coloring book that shows you New York City life. Look at that. I think when the census is over, I'm going to keep a couple of these for myself and just color. So, really cool stuff. I've given out a bunch of these coloring books over the past few months. Like doing that. And then, last but not least, if you're doing the case and you get there, there's a lot of questions in that laptop database that I'm pointing to. And we have a book of flashcards where we have various pieces of the survey. I'm not really showing you anything, all that. So, you give them the book. You take the book back with you, of course. It's a spiral book with a number of our questions lined out with all the answers, because some of the answers are just very, very involved, and have a lot of choices that you can select from. So it's pretty cool. And last but also not least, I do show up with my badge. That's me. Ta-da, with the beard. Wintertime, springtime, got the beard on. So that's our fun little thing. And, some additional things that I always bring along with me. I bring a steno pad for notes, and I don't know where it is, but here, I'll show you. I also bring a handy hand sanitizer. This is because I go to a lot of trade shows, as you know, for piercing can and even for piercing metal. So this is just a container of hand sanitizer. I always bring that, and a swatch of napkins, just because New York City can be quite dirty. And I like, since I worked in COVID safety, as many of you did know, I will always have a mask of some kind with me, but I don't have any on hand. I'll just, here's a mask. I have a mask, and I generally also keep a fresh pair of latex gloves with me in my bag. I like to travel with that stuff. Caution to the wind, just making sure safe and sound. So there you have it. That's my stuff for the census bag. I hope you've enjoyed this video. We'll see you next time. Thanks for watching this one. Hey, and remember, you can follow me on all of these channels. In addition to this personal video, we have the Piercing Metal, Piercing Ken, and Ken Pierce Media channels. I'll have links to them in the back. All right, thanks for watching. See you next time. Ken signing out with some personal stuff. Bye.